From fake smiles to fake friends, counterfeit sneakers are not the worst. But still, it's good to know how to avoid them. If you've been following my blog for a while, which you probably haven't, you might have noticed that I've bought 1999 white cement fours in a great shape. But lately I've decided to buy replicas of white cement fours just to see how fakes look in person, maybe do a comparison and understand why people buy fake sneakers. We'll start with the retro from 1999 so I can drool over the quality one more time. If you can notice, the leather is really nice on them. It's like soft sort of thing you could expect to get on a wallet. Stitching is, just great overall. And all those plastic elements feel, a little bit stiff, but really solid. Here comes the replicas. I mean, you can you can tell that they're off. I mean, just look at the tongue. It's it's just awful. I mean, it was the first thing that hit me. I was like, man, there's just something wrong with that tongue. And then the leather, it feels like freaking plastic. It's just awful. And then comes the, wiggly plastic elements, which are just, really, really flexible. And it's just, somewhere between really idiotic and hilarious at the same time. I used to think that people buy counterfeit sneakers because they can't afford the real ones, and as long as they don't claim to have the real thing, it's okay. But now when I think about it, it's just weird. I mean, you have to spend at least 60 to 80 bucks on a pair of those just to, get them shipped from China to wherever you live. And if you think about it, you can just go online and get some, really good shoes for that price. I mean, I'm not really into runners, but you can get nice Sauconys for around 60, 80 bucks, I think. And if more of a Nike person, you could get Roshi's real cheap, or Adidas is really good with, their price point. So I think that there's plenty of good shoes at that price range. So why would you ever, well, nope, that's the wrong shoe. Why would you ever buy this thing? I mean, honestly, it's just crappy. But how to avoid buying fake sneakers? Well, if you're trying to buy them from some online store and that exact store happens to have all the retro models in all possible colorways or even some crazy colorways in full size run, well, you should notice that there's something off. It's just common sense. Secondly, if you're buying off eBay, just think about shipping. Any international shipping takes around 7-10 days maximum. So if seller claims that they're gonna ship in 7 up to 34 days or something, they might be fake and just coming to you straight from China. Also, you should focus on the price point, because if you think that you're smart for buying Air Yeezys for, I don't know, 200 bucks, well, I got bad news for you. But that's not always the case. If you're buying from some online thrift store or someone who just doesn't know a thing about sneakers, you can get yourself a really good deal. For example, my Cool Grey 11s, they're, not dead stock, but they're in pretty good shape overall. I've got them for less than 30 bucks. Well, first of all, because I bought them here in Poland, so the shipping fees were really low and guy just didn't know what those are. But, even with international shipping, I got my white cement 3s for like 60 bucks plus shipping. They were really beat, but luckily I had some paint and just repainted them. So it cost me like 110 bucks maybe for a shoe that retailed at, I don't know, 150 in 2011. So not a big deal, but I was sort of happy about it. And last but not least, my main thing when I'm buying sneakers, I always ask for the size tag inside the shoe, like this one right here on the White Cement 3s, because it's the easiest way to make sure that those are legit. Because if you just, compare the serial number that's on the tab, I mean, I'll try to show it. It's right here. If you go online to sneakerfiles.com or even Flight Club, you can just easily make sure that the stuff you're buying is legit. Sure, maybe I don't have the best fakes. Maybe there are better factories out there that make better fakes. I mean, that's sort of ridiculous. But even celebrities get screwed over on pair of fakes, like Kevin Hart or some rappers also. I'll just put the pictures here. Anyway, if you still have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below, or ask me anything on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and you can follow me on those social media as well. So that wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit thumbs up, and if you want to see more Sneakers for Dummies, subscribe. As always, thanks for watching and see you next Friday.